we're locked in for some ASW action. But first, ASW Wrestling is proudly brought to you by Lube to You Mobile Oil Services. Right there in Middle Tennessee, Tullahoma, Winchester, Manchester, Shelbyville, all places in between, Lube to You brings you the ultimate convenience. Check out lube2u.net, 1-877-LUBE-TO-YOU-1. Get that mobile full synthetic oil change and the oils brought right to your door.
The natural Chase Stevens. For well over a decade, a fixture in not only Middle Tennessee wrestling, Southeastern regional wrestling, but the national landscape as well. Former TNA superstar, the natural Chase Stevens here on Action Sports Wrestling. Lee Tidwell and the international superstar, JP Cage Jones, the natural Chase Stevens. You can't get much bigger than that here at this big event with in Tullahoma, previously with Action Sports Wrestling. But I can't wait till Sunday, September 21st, when the guy that this man, Chase Stevens, is taking on, Kaden Sade, comes back to Action Sports Wrestling.
Kaden Sade makes his return to Tullahoma in a huge matchup against the one and only world-renowned Toby Farley. It's going to be a huge match, Lee.
Yeah, we saw Toby Farley a few weeks ago here on our Action Sports Wrestling recaps, talking about our big show coming up on the 21st. Toby Farley taking on Kaden Sade, raw power in Farley, taking on the high-flying precision of Kaden Sade. As we watch Chase Stevens, as the fans, you can see, lots of interaction going on here. Chase Stevens, a veteran of the business, and taking his time, not in a hurry to get in there, not in a hurry to get started, taking his time, making Kaden, making Kaden wait in the back, wait his turn while all those nerves, the energy is going, you're ready to go, and he's making Kaden just sit back there and wait while he takes his time and does the entrance that he wants to do after being a 10-year-plus veteran here.
Former NWA Tag Team, World Heavyweight Tag Team Champion Chase Stevens, along with his former partner Andy Douglas, the Natural. Huge star, and there's a lot of huge stars. This night, there in particular, Jeff Jarrett was in the house along with Jerry Lynn.
Absolutely, and speaking of huge stars, think about the 21st when the Tennessee Cowboy James Storm makes his return to Tullahoma to take on the Bullhead Brute, AJ Cazada, 6'2", 291-pound NWA powerhouse. That's going to be a hell of a main event.
I cannot imagine that the building is going to hold the energy when these two superstars collide. But here comes Kaden Sade.
Kaden Sade has been around the block himself. Maybe not for over a decade like Chase Stevens, but I remember Kaden Sade 7 years ago in Lewisburg, Tennessee, just starting out, a little scrawny guy, just trying to get a start, trying to get a break. And now look at Kaden Sade, over 5 years later, one of the Mid-South's most prominent high flyers, and I cannot wait to see him today in action.
Hey, you're not going to see Kaden Sade just anywhere. He's not going to be down at the local VFW or bingo hall. He's only coming to shows where he knows that there's real professional wrestling fans. Like right there in Tullahoma, 200 Craft Lane. This Sunday, September 21st, Kaden Sade, one-on-one with Toby Farley. That is a classic. I don't care where you're at, Lee.
A classic, and I tell you what, Kaden Sade has really bulked up that physique over the years as well. Farley with still a power advantage, but how much of a power advantage will he have over Sade with Sade's bulked up frame? Also, Tyler Thorne with that undeniable truth. Max Abel taking on Rock Dog there on the 21st.
The Rock Dog is positively ready to step in the ring with Tyler Thorne. But Tyler Thorne, I think, is one of the most underrated wrestlers in Tennessee, so I can't wait for that matchup. It looks like Kaden Sade's ready for this match.
Kaden Sade definitely ready. Chase Stevens still taking his time. Veteran move. Paying more attention to the fans than he is Kaden Sade. Also coming up on the 21st, a huge contest, Mr. 110% LT Falk. I've known Falk for 20 years. Taking on Tavon Jordan, Elite Skill versus Rising Fire. That's going to be a heck of a match as well.
LT Falk, second-generation wrestler. His daddy, without a doubt, Hall of Famer, and he knows everything that it takes to be a winner. He knows how to do everything right. He's just got to do that one more time. September 21st, right there in Tullahoma. Tickets, Action Sports Wrestling. Can you believe it? Ringside's only $12. The first 3 rows, $12, Lee.
$12. That's cheaper than a movie, ladies and gentlemen, and it's Action Sports Wrestling live right there in Tullahoma. Chase Stevens making his way to the ring. Brandon Morton, senior official here at ASW. Getting ready to...
I do have to question sometimes some of his calls, but we have 2 great officials there at Action Sports Wrestling, James Stoner, Brandon Morton, and they seem to relatively most of the time call it down the middle.
Kaden Sade and the natural Chase Stevens, one-on-one here on Action Sports Wrestling as we count down to Sunday, September 21st at the Action Indoor Sports Arena, 200 Craft Lane for the Ultimate Wrestling Spectacular. The Cowboy, the Tennessee Cowboy, James Storm taking on AJ Kazana.
Huge main event. Don't forget you can meet the Cowboy, James Storm. Free meet and greet, 5 p.m. this Sunday, September 21st. Get those tickets, actionsportswrestling.com.
Free meet and greet. You never hear the word free anymore in front of that. Kaden Sade getting this crowd fired up. Here we go. Sade. Nope, Douglas to the outside, going to argue with a fan in a lucha mask.
Now, imagine the 2 different strategies of this match. You had Chase Stevens. He was methodical. He slowly walked to the ring. He wasted very little energy getting ready for this match, Lee. Kaden Sade, the exact opposite. He came out here. He ran around the whole building 4 times. He has to be blown up now before the match even starts.
Yeah, we were talking about that veteran move. Also, make it Kaden Sade wait in the back and have that adrenaline, that energy ready to explode, but making you wait and wait.
He's still making him wait. He's still making him wait. This is strategy, Lee. This is a great strategy by Chase Stevens.
Yeah, when you've got a high flyer, when you've got someone with the endurance of Kaden Sade, you've got to take that cardio out of it. Now, Douglas going to back Sade up into the corner. Referee Morton calling for the clean break, and Chase Stevens, nice clean break there. A little cocky of a break, but clean break.
He's slowing this down. He is going to work this match at his pace.
Well, that's the way you've got to do it with a high flyer like Kaden Sade. I've seen that guy go 100 miles, 0 to 100 in 4 seconds. He can take off at any point in time and turn a match around on a drop of a dime. So Chase Stevens doing exactly what a veteran would do with a guy like this. You know, Sade 5 to 7 years into the business, but still, when you look at Chase Stevens, Sade really more of a rookie compared to a Chase Stevens who's been around for well over a decade. Back into the corner, Stevens again. Referee calling for the break. Stevens, once again, clean break, showing the classy professionalism of the natural Chase Stevens.
Chase Stevens, he is definitely keeping this at a very slow pace, but that is intentionally. This is a cerebral move by Lee, by Chase, to make sure that Kaden does not use that speed to outmaneuver him or to really make him dizzy. I mean, we just saw Kaden run around 4 circles in 15 seconds.
And still trying to keep that crowd fired up, and that's, you know.
They're behind him, Lee. This crowd wants to see Kaden kick Chase Stevens' head off.
But how much energy is it expending cheering with the crowd? Here we go. Going to tie it up center of the ring again. Douglas once again. Chase Stevens, excuse me. I almost called him Andy Douglas. Backs him to the corner, and another clean break. Stevens definitely with the power advantage here over Kaden Sade.
There's been wrestling for a long time.
Sade with a big forearm.
What a forearm, right hand right to the jaw. Chase Stevens to the outside. I was going to say there's been a lot of wrestling in Tullahoma for a long time. Action Sports Wrestling brings you something different, ladies and gentlemen. We bring you real professional wrestlers like Chase Stevens.
Chase Stevens, Kaden Sade, Mr. 110%, LT Falk, the Cowboy, James Storm, and much, much more. Only here at Action Sports Wrestling. And lady does not like Chase Stevens very much at all.
Well, there's a lot of people here that's voicing their opinions against Chase Stevens. You know, that's okay. We encourage you to come to Action Sports Wrestling. Yell, scream, be as loud as you want. If you want to support Kaden Sade, support Kaden Sade. But I think a lot of people, deep down, especially myself, want to see Chase Stevens knock his teeth out.
Stevens still trying to slow down that pace after the last break. Sade grabbed Stevens from behind, spun him around, gave him a forearm shot right to the face. Powder quickly to the outside with Stevens, and now slowing that pace down once again. Back into the center of the ring, Chase Stevens, Sade and Cade. Go behind there by Cade. Cade now with a rear wrist lock. Trying to escape is Chase Stevens. Stevens.
His twitch there. He's in control of this, but yet again, he's not trying to observe too much energy. He wisely used that elbow strike, and we are now going straight to his arm. Now that right there is wrestling intelligence.
To the arm and working the wrist is Chase Stevens. Sade now. Little Michael Jackson move, spin around there, and reversal into a clinch of his own.
That's what you've got to avoid. If you're Chase Stevens, you've got to avoid these flips and these twists and all that crazy stuff that Kaden Sade can do. He's learned from so many different styles of professional wrestling, from the European style to the Mexican luchador style. Kaden Sade has it all in the back of his pocket, and the longer he's in this business, the better he's going to be, Lee.
Sade now, huge stomp right to the tricep area of the natural Chase Stevens, and Sade in control here early on at Action Sports Wrestling. Sade now going to take him up by the arm, wrench it around. Kaden Sade in control with the knees down now of Chase Stevens. Hammering away once again on the tricep and back of the shoulder area. Nice kick there by Kaden Sade.
That is that European style coming out. We've seen a lot of the British wrestlers like William Regal, like pick a party part and they focus on it. And we see now Kaden Sade has decided to focus on that arm, and he's really putting a hurting there on Chase Stevens.
Absolutely, standing on the left arm, slamming the right arm down onto the mat, and now going to work on the left arm is Kaden Sade. No, once again, whoa! Look at that, the acrobatics. There you go. That's the word. I'm getting old, JP. The acrobatics of Kaden Sade, standing backflip splash onto the arm of Chase Stevens.
Yet again, we're talking about merging those two styles. That luchador high-flying moonsaults out of nowhere style. We just saw that combined with that European style of grappling. Kaden Sade has it all. Can it be enough to overcome Chase Stevens?
Top wrist lock there by Stevens. Now going to roll around, wrenching the arm, elbow right to the mouth. That's a way to make the eyes water.
Now, was that because he couldn't beat him in grappling, or was that because it would take too much energy to do more twists and flips and all that? Kaden Sade might have learned a little trick there. Sometimes you just elbow a guy in the eye.
I mean, to be honest with you, the name of the game in professional wrestling is win. You're out there to win. So why go through 18 maneuvers and reversals to get out of a hold when a good elbow to the nose will make a guy crumble? Out to the outside, Kaden Sade, as Chase Stevens in control.
Well, he's out there amongst this crowd that is firmly behind Kaden Sade. But you see, he's not quick to run out there. He's coming, but you don't see him running out there, Lee.
Yeah, you would think that Chase Stevens would keep the pressure on Kaden Sade. Don't give him a chance to breathe. Don't give him a chance to recover. Just stay on him. And he is, but methodically. And not more like with a purpose, but more of a animal stalking its prey. It's not like he's going in for the kill just yet. Blocked there by Sade, trying to attempted suplex on the outside of Stevens. 2-3 shots to the gut. Sade down with a suplex on the concrete floor. No padding. And Chase Stevens is going to feel that.
I think Kaden Sade just saved this match from him. If he would have took that suplex right there on that unprotected floor, this match would be over with. We'd have a count out or a pin for sure.
Under the bottom rope and back out to restart the count. Kaden Sade looking to take advantage of that suplex on the outside floor to Chase Stevens. Forearm to the side of the head by Kaden Sade. Sade now.
I see a tooth go flying.
Tooth or a snot bubble. I couldn't tell which one that was, but somebody in the front row's got a souvenir. Right hands now by Chase Stevens coming back on Sade. Sade was not expecting that big right hand, that quick right hand. Chase Stevens has not lost his step over the years.
We got some huge matches coming up Sunday, September 21st.
Quickly down for the pin. 2 and a kick out.
But I mean, that Rock Dog match, when he goes one-on-one with Tyler Thorne, you can go back, check out the Facebook there for Action Sports Wrestling or our YouTube page at Action Sports Wrestling, and you can see the last match that was up, we had Tyler Thorne going one-on-one against, who was that, Trayvon Jordan?
It sure was.
And we had the Rock Dog stick his nose in where it didn't belong, so I look for Tyler Thorne, and along with Max Abel, the Undeniable Truth, to take care of that Rock Dog this week.
Don't necessarily consider it Rock Dog sticking his nose where it didn't belong. Tyler Thorne and Max Abel, was taking advantage of Trayvon Jordan after the match was over with. And Rock Dog just came out there to even up the odds a little bit. And if I remember correctly, Thorne and Abel ran like little children.
Massive chops there to the chest of Kaden Sade. Lee Tidwell, he's hallucinating. He's had a bad week, ladies and gentlemen, just for paying attention. Right hand right to the gut. Kaden Sade's in control of this match.
Big punch there to the gut by Sade. Sade now trying to fire back up. Another shot to the gut and make it now a left hand. Kaden Sade, a combination flurry to Stevens. Going to back him against the ropes. Reversal by Stevens. Sade now comes off the ropes. Big knee to the gut. Inside out. Gets turned. Kaden Sade.
Kaden Sade, he saved himself from that suplex on the outside, but he's in a world of punishment now. Check out that hair pull right there on his braids.
Standing on the hair, pulling the hands, and just yanking the braids in the head of Kaden Sade. I tell you what, that's one of the most tender areas of your body is going to be your scalp, man.
Chase Stevens, he knows how to apply pain all over the body, and he's proven that to Kaden Sade. Kaden Sade just needs to quit now. Oh, there's a jawbreaker.
Catches him with the jawbreaker. Might have hurt the top of his own head there. Down goes Stevens. Both men down. And this is the best opportunity that Kaden Sade has had in quite some time to try to turn this match around. Referee Brad Morton begins the count now up to 2. Both men.
Chase Stevens is in the danger zone right now. Anytime he's on the mat and Kaden Sade has the chance to absorb energy, to get some air in his lungs, he's going to come back and he's going to start flying, Lee.
Chase Stevens looks like to his knees first. Now Sade to his knees. Both men to their feet same time. Across from each other. Big forearm shot there by Kaden Sade. Now a left shot and a right. Chase Stevens against the ropes. Whips him across. Reversal by Stevens. Sade comes through. Ducks the clothesline. Comes back through. Flying crossbody takes him down. Referee for the count. 2. Kick out by Stevens.
I told you he's going to start flying.
Oh! Big clothesline by Chase Stevens. What a veteran move. He had no idea where he was at. He came up with the power clothesline to take Kaden Sade out.
He turned him inside out, Lee.
He sure did. Inside out and round, as I've heard on the radio a few times. Can he make the cover now? It could be over. Chase Stevens crawls over. There it is. Goes for the cover. There's 1, 2, and a kick out. 2.5 by Kaden Sade. What is it going to take?
What a hell of a main event that they saw at our last show. There's no telling what this coming up main event. AJ Kazana, James Storm, September 21st.
At the Action Indoor Sports Arena 200 Craft Lane, Stevens to his feet first. Kaden Sade trying to work his way back up. Forearm shot to the back by Chase Stevens. Continues to apply the pressure. The natural. Now going to set him up. Thought he was going to go for a camel clutch, but now just wrenching the neck of Kaden Sade.
Not only is that pressure applied to the lower back area of Kaden Sade, he's also got his neck in a vise, and it's being twisted, and I can't believe he hasn't given up already.
Almost ripping the bottom jaw loose was Chase Stevens. I cannot believe Kaden Sade did not tap out from that. Stevens breaks the hold and continues on the offensive. Sade grabbing the ropes, trying anything he can to regain his balance. Scoop, go behind there by Sade. Sade now going to catch a quick DDT. Huge Rob Van Dam-esque DDT by Kaden Sade. Both men are down. Morton starts the count again.
Action Sports Wrestling is also brought to you by the Right Care Walk-In Clinic in Columbia, Tennessee. Located right there on South James Campbell Boulevard, 1202 Sweet 17. They've been serving Warrior County, and if we call it quality care, since 2010. No appointments needed. They're open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Lee. There's no other times that you need to be open. If you're hurt, sick, check out the Right Care Clinic right there in Columbia, Tennessee.
2 big blocks by Kaden Sade, but could not block the third one. Stevens lands the shot. Shot to the gut there by Sade. Left hand, right hand, left. Kaden Sade fired back up on Chase Stevens. Whips him across. What an elevated drop kick by Kaden Sade for the cover. Hook still at. Could this be all? No. 2.5. Barely got the shoulder up. But man, he got Chase Stevens by surprise with that picture perfect drop kick.
Those high-flying strikes, that's what Chase Stevens has to avoid. Whenever Kaden Sade flies, he wins.
Sade to the outside, going to the top. This is where he is dangerous. Kaden Sade, full extension, comes off. Frog splash, gets him all the way past center of the ring, 3/4 of the way across the ring for the cover. Hooks the leg, only 2.5.
Kaden Sade cannot believe he didn't pick up the win there, and I can't believe he didn't either.
14 feet across the ring was that frog splash by Kaden Sade, and still Chase Stevens able to kick out. Stevens, the wily veteran, keeping Kaden Sade at bay at the moment, able to absorb this punishment. But how much more can he take from the youngster? Sade fired up on Stevens in the corner and dropped. Oh! He just hit Morton. He hit the referee. He didn't mean to, but he just hit the referee.
I think he got him in the eye.
RKO by Kaden Sade goes down, hooks the leg. There's 1, there's 2, and it's a kick out. Brendan Morton still rubbing his eye.
Brandon Morton was right on that count, even with the problem in his eyes. He still was there for that pinfall, just not enough to get the 3.
2.5 and the kick out. Morton still working his eye. Oh, Chase Stevens had the referee grabbed and then donkey kick. Kaden Sade with a low blow, going to roll him up now. 2 and a hook of the tights, make it 3. Chase Stevens just steals one from Kaden Sade here in Tullahoma.
I can't believe Brandon Morton was down there for the 3 count, still with the eye problem, and Kaden Sade's back up. Talk about a sore loser.
Sade from behind and just attacking Chase Stevens. Stevens with the victory by cheating, I might say. But Kaden Sade's having nothing of it, and he is just hammering away on Chase Stevens.
What
happens? Trying to get him to leave.
What happens this Sunday, Lee? September 21st. Kaden Sade, one-on-one Toby Farley. He might take out his aggression on Toby.
Sade's going to pick up Chase Stevens now, whip him into the ropes. Well, Stevens quickly, smartly grabs the ropes and gets to the outside, gets away from Sade. Stevens steals a victory here, but Sade not happy.
Also, that main event, Lee, James Storm, AJ Kazana, it's coming up this Sunday.
Sunday, September 21st, Action Indoor Sports Arena, 200 Craft Lane, $12 ringside, $10 general admission, 5 p.m. free meet and greet. Don't forget it, Tullahoma, September 21st.
This is going to be a huge night. I can't wait.